Okay, so one of the things I did when I first got the bike was put this windshield on it. This is a National Cycles, and fit pretty good. It took me a while to get the mounts lined up right, to get it to the right height and everything. And but I really enjoy the extra protection of having the windshield on it. And the bike is really clean, it's just dusty. A lot of sawdust and crap where I didn't have it covered as well as I should have. We've got a power ball that I put on my drill that I use to clean the rims. And I don't put anything on the tires. I don't put any kind of dressing or anything. With only two little tiny patches of pavement, I'm not going to do anything to make it any slicker. And like I talked about, I got the Kuriakin clear lenses going here. They're actually not completely clear. They're a smoke and a little tint to them. And really cool. I like the way they look. Did I tell you that the temperature is back to 30 degrees? It's pain. Should be springtime at this point. I did put the crash bars on it as well, or the highway bars, if you prefer that terminology. And I like the way they look. This bike, in my opinion, looks like an old school, really fat Sportster. And really like the looks of this bike. I am not brand loyal. I like what I like, you know. Okay, the exhaust system. That has been a thorn in my side since I got this bike. It came with a set of exhausts made by a company called Hard Chrome, and they really look good. They came out of here and came straight back, 2 drag pipes all the way back, and they were loud, which I don't really mind, but beyond that, they just sounded like crap. This motor is not a Harley. It's not going to sound like a Harley. This is a modern design, different crank, whole deal, but it can still sound pretty good, you know, for a Ricer. And when I got it, it was loud and raspy and obnoxious, and I just sounded like crap. Hey, bird poop. And I could not quieten it down. Took the baffles out and changed the baffles. Bought a set, I think they were Smart Parts baffles, and put in it. And then I went and bought a set of Vance and Hines, this 2-in-1. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me check. So then I got a set of these Vance and Hines 2-in-1s. And they were better, but they still just didn't sound good to me. And so I was at a local motorcycle shop, and the guy that worked there, the guy that owned the place, he's like, man, I tell you what, you know, we used to do them things back in the day to get them quieting down. He said we used to take a Dyna Glide muffler and put on it. And he said, hey, he's calming them things right down now. You might try that. So I did. And you heard when I started it the first time this year, you heard what it sounded like. Sounded pretty good. But then I realized while I was going through this whole exhaust phase, trying to find the right thing, I realized that I was going to have to rejet carburetors. Now this has 2 carburetors, and so I went to a oversized jet on both of them, a slow and a fast jet. So I went up 2 sizes. I didn't go the full Monty because I wasn't interested in maximum performance. You know, I need something that'll start every time and get me home, you know. But I did want to stop the exhaust from popping because of how lean it was running after, well, with the first hard chrome exhaust, and then with this one. This is a Dyna Glide muffler that I got off the EBAT, and those are Vance and Hines 2-in-1s up there. And the combination makes this thing sound better than it's ever sounded. Took a while to get it worked out, but sounds pretty good. So back to the jetting of the carbs. Did it myself, took them off, took about a half day, and ended up with them running better, no exhaust pop or anything, well, very little, and running better than it ever had. But it was still prone to backfire. And I was reading about this bike, and you have to sync the carburetors when you're running twin carbs. And I didn't have the vacuum gauges to do that, so I took it and had my local motorcycle shop do it. And they ended up getting it running just perfect. And so I'm pleased with the way it runs now. And I'm pleased with the way it sounds. Like I say, it's not a Harley. It is made in America. Marysville, Ohio, actually. And which Honda has since, I heard, closed that plant. I haven't done any research, but I heard they've closed that plant. And so I guess, I don't know, probably still made in Japan. Not this model, but the current models like this that they sell. Which I don't even know what it is. I don't have any desire to trade motorcycles at this point. They're not more than enough to keep up with as it is. So, what else? There it is. Oh, these are progressive shortened shocks. I lowered the back end about 3.5 inches when I was going for this kind of old school look with a 2-in-1 and lowered back end and windshield up front. And so ride's a little stiffer, but then the shocks that were on it had I don't know, about 14,000 miles on it. I've got 15.5 on it now. And so the shocks that were on it were worn out. The rubber, what would that be? The rubber pieces that separate the bolts from the frame on that mount, they were completely worn out, and it really improved the handling of this thing. So I was excited about that. You know, the rag would dry this off. I've only been caught out in the rain a few times on it. I'm really careful. I'm not really an all-weather rider. I ride because it's fun, and being cold and wet is not my idea of fun. Nothing against it. You die hard, so I mean, go for it, man. That's great. So I got a GoPro clone that I got for the motorcycle in my little car, which I have to introduce you to him. His name is Max Miata. He's a 99 Miata MB, and so I have to introduce you to him one day. But love running the roads. In the area I'm in, we have some of the best riding in the area. I don't know if you ever heard of the Dragon. I live an hour or so from there, we'll say. And you've heard of the Snake, perhaps, Highway 421 in Virginia. About the same distance. And man, this paint feels rough. I'm gonna have to do some work on this tank. Woo. I've got some lint-free cloths I should have used on this. But I didn't. Got some scratches here. When I got it, this thing had a king and queen seat, and it had a small sissy bar. I put saddlebags on, and it had the whole dressed out thing going on, you know. So I took all that off and made it a solo. This is a seat off of a Honda Ace touring bike, and you talk about plush. Oh my gosh, that thing's soft. Put these mirrors on. I forget what brand they were, and there's no name on them. Did the windshield, did the exhaust, did the crash bar. Oh, what else? But one thing I need to do, this bike is shaft drive, so it's super smooth. But I need to change the fluid in the rear drive. I might do that this year. Never done it, so be a good time, I guess. And you guys with bikes ever use Bike Shine? It's a petroleum-based product, and it's like a protectant. But anyway, you can wipe your bike down, the chrome, the paint, all that won't hurt any of that. It's been around for many, many years. It's good stuff. And that's what I'm going to do last with this. So I don't know what else I can tell you about the bike. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy messing with it. I enjoy tinkering with it. So I don't like fixing it, but I gotta say this thing has never left me stranded. And it's always been 100%. Put brakes on it when I first got it. Well, I think I did brakes twice, come to think of it. Oh, what else? By the way, this is a water-cooled engine. And I've never flushed the coolant. I'm kind of thinking if it ain't broke, don't fix it on that. I check the levels all the time to make sure that the levels are good. But I'm not going to go messing there. The crossover pipe between the cylinder heads is a royal pain. And a lot of guys unbolt the subframe and drop the engine to do that. And like I say, if it ain't broke, I ain't fooling with it. So anyway, that's my bike. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And got some more videos coming up. I don't think I mentioned it in this video, but we placed an offer on a house and it got accepted. So we're under contract on a new house, which means we've got to get this stuff out of here, moving into a new shop. It's crazy. So that's what's going to be coming up on a lot of the videos that I do over the next month or two. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I'm kind of amazed that you all are actually interested in this kind of stuff, but then so am I. So I kind of get that. Alright, well, as always, thanks again. I appreciate it. God bless. We'll see you around.